Yeah, I don't do politics online.
Well,
Hello,
hello.
everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, Rich,
We
Patrick,
are-
and Jeremy.
Hello,
We
Rich, Patrick,
are
and Jeremy.
live. Hello, Patrick.
My camera's backwards.
Yep, I'm here.
Hello, Jeremy.
He's
Hello,
there.
Jerry.
Rich
Patrick's
is
over there.
That way.
There.
That way.
Jeremy's down
that way.
there.
Here we go.
and Jerry
Use my other
is
arm.
over there.
Howdy ho from Las Vegas.
Okay, so
Given the events of today, I just want to do a reminder that we're a politics-free live stream. So just keep politics out of the chat, and we keep it out of the live stream. And that's, I think, it in a nutshell, really. So, thank you.
well, I think that everybody should pray for Trump. He got shot today at a rally.
Oh, yeah. It
And,
wouldn't matter.
Not everybody knows that, and it doesn't matter who you're voting for. For something like that to happen, whether it was Biden or Trump, and it's never a Democrat, it seems, you know. But you know, the last one was what, Steve Scalise, and I mean, it's ridiculous that somebody would take a weapon. You have to be seriously disturbed to go out and want to shoot somebody, no matter who it is or what they've done. So,
and enough to kill the innocent bystanders who also passed.
Yeah.
today.
Exactly.
That was really
yes,
sad.
exactly. And another one's in critical condition. So,
Yep.
Oh, I
It's
didn't
just-
hear that yet.
yeah, it's just crazy that somebody would want to do something like that for a political viewpoint. So, with that said, we'll end all the politics. But it was just, you know, something that was uncalled for, no matter who you are. You know, it makes no
No
difference.
matter what party, no matter who you are. Exactly.
So I don't know if you all can notice, but I'm in a new environment. Hopefully it's going to be noise free. You're not going to hear the air conditioners going on and off. And I've moved into a new location, and it's
Was
not
that
completely
because
set up yet.
That was because your wife kicked you out of the house, right?
Yeah, and because of the 4 or 5 floods that I've had so far this year in the other shop.
I got confused. It was the water, not the wife. All right. Wrong W.
Misspelled a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've moved into a new location and don't have anything set up yet. I barely have this office set up partially. As you can see over there, that's the hose on the LaserMATIC behind me. So I haven't hooked up the hose to the fume extractor yet. And I've got another fume extractor that's coming. You can forget about doing fume extraction for everything. That's a big, huge job. Everything I got to cut through a brick wall in the back of the building for the exhaust. So
I can show you a nice big fume extraction system if you want to see it.
yeah,
Oh, wow. It's raining in Vegas. I'm looking at my camera. It's raining. Unbelievable. That means it's going to be humid tomorrow. It's 106
raining in the
right now.
desert.
Wow.
So I just redid my fume extraction, and Rich has to go through brick wall to get his fume extraction done. So just got to give him a hard time a little bit.
Well, I've got this little mini fume extractor down here from WeCreate, which actually works pretty well. So I'm going to use that in the meanwhile. But I haven't gotten the hose hooked up yet. So until I get the hose hooked up, I'm not going to be able to run any jobs in here. And,
did your wife know that you have hose at the new? That's your new studio.
I have a bunch of hose here.
Yeah.
I've got that one. I've got more over there. I've got more in the other room next door. Got a whole bunch of hose here.
Hey, Rich, you appear to be injured. What happened there to your head?
That was my wife decided to transplant a tree and left the hole in the ground. So as I was walking across the yard with a whole bunch of stuff in my hand, my left foot went into that hole and tried to regain my balance, threw everything off, did the best I could to regain my balance. And after about 30 feet of hopping on one foot and trying to get up straight, I went down on the grass and slid into the sidewalk and got some road rash on the top of my head.
When you said my wife, I was going to apologize right away for leaving that extra 2x4 out in the yard.
You're lucky because holes like that are ankle breakers.
Well, if you go out tomorrow morning and there's a whole bunch of holes in your front yard, run.
Looks like a frying pan scar. It is road rash from the sidewalk. I don't know if you can see it that well.
Yeah, shows
but fortunately, I was far enough away. Good thing I just didn't fall on the sidewalk. I did injure my shoulder that I had the rotator cuff surgery on. All down in here hurts, and my fake hip and my back. But
I've got a question for Patrick.
I'll get over all that.
What's up with your parents in the fire? What happened? What's going on there?
Well, we'll get into that as soon as.
Let's get into that. Let's get into that now, Patrick, because
you want to do it now?
I'm sure everybody is seeing the pinned comment up at the top of the chat, and that is a fundraiser for Patrick's parents. So, Patrick, tell them what happened.
All right. So it was the night of July 4th. It was about 11 o'clock, and a fire had started at my parents' house. My dad had just went to bed and put his CPAP machine on and smelled smoke, got up, checked out in the living room, and it was already starting to fill with smoke, then went out and looked around the corner of the house, and the side of the garage was on fire. Went back and woke my mom up. They were able to get one of their two dogs out of the house. The other dog did not make it out, unfortunately. My parents just made it out. They said with about 15 minutes of getting out of the house, it was fully engulfed and everything inside was a total loss, including, one vehicle outside of the garage, one vehicle in the garage. And I do have some pictures that I want to share with you. But we do have a ticker. I'll get that started first. If you do not like GoFundMe, you can use my personal PayPal or Zelle. It's patricka.a.moore@gmail.com. But there is also a GoFundMe link, and the GoFundMe link is pinned at the top of the chats on all the channels. We would appreciate anything that you can donate, even just prayers of support. That is fine too. So if you can't donate, don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. But I do want to show you some pictures and a couple videos here. Let me just pull this up, get it on the right screen. Eventually. And okay, so this is my parents' bed. So that's their bedroom. And that is a stroke of luck. They made it out. This house was my great aunt's house, and it was a house that my dad actually grew up in, or spent a good amount of time in. And then as I was growing up, my brother and I, we spent a good amount of time there with my great aunt and great uncle. And then my parents moved into it, and we gutted the place, remodeled it, and added an addition. And this is what it looks like now.
That's a shame.
I've got a couple.
Thank God they're alive.
There's the one vehicle that was inside the garage. There's another vehicle that was sitting just outside on the asphalt, and it was melted. And then in the next video, you actually get to see how hot this fire was. Look how far the pool is away from the house, and it melted these floats in the tote and the end cap of the rail.
Wow.
It was pretty nasty and pretty hot. But the insurance is doing its job. State Farm's coming through for them. I don't know if it's Jake or somebody else from State Farm that helped him out, but whoever it is, I know who they are, but they're doing a great job. So they should have an RV on site this coming week, and they'll be in a 40-foot RV until they get the site cleared and hopefully able to rebuild. So that's where it stands right now. But I appreciate everybody's help. Thank you for letting me take this time during your laser live stream to do a little fundraising for my family. I greatly appreciate it.
And I want to just add to that just a bit. So at the end of this live stream, we're going to have a special spin the wheel this week. And that's going to be for any donations made here to the channel today. So if you don't want to do the GoFundMe, if you want to donate to the channel, that'll all go to Patrick's parents. And any donations over $25 made to the channel today, I am going to put into the spin the wheel, or the wheel of names, and we're going to have a special spin-off at the end of this live stream today. And that's going to be for, I'm going to be giving away myself a pack of 45 12 by 12 double A grade Baltic birch. So that's going to be one of the giveaways. Patrick is going to be giving away a knife, I believe, and we'll get to that when we get to the giveaways. But anybody that donates to the live stream tonight is going to be automatically entered in that wheel of names. So I just wanted to add that to it real quick.
And then
All right.
I'll have the two giveaways for, we can just do in the regular StreamYard thing just for anybody that enters.
Yeah, we're going to have some regular giveaways as well for anybody that enters the StreamYard. So talking about giveaways, so tonight, the files that we're going to be giving away, let me open one real quick. Like I said, I'm not set up really well on this computer yet, but
Jeremy, you had a giveaway.
Yeah. Are we sticking with that same, the $25 one? Because I mean, mine's pretty good. Yours is probably better, but mine's pretty good. It's big.
No, yeah. I mean, we'll put yours in there too. I just didn't remember what it was.
Jeremy's original plan was to basically have it available to anybody that donated $100 or more.
This is
Okay.
a 1 foot by 2 foot, 1/2 inch backboard, 1/4 inch front, all painted, ready to go.
But show that again, because
already-
you weren't full screen. Show it again.
Yep. I was already making this week, or before Patrick had said the stuff about his parents' house, and this was intended to go to a show today for part of my booth, and I decided that I would give it away tonight for a $100 donation,
Cool. Okay. Well, we
or
can
the
do a separate
largest
one.
donation that comes in.
What? Yeah, largest donation gets signed.
Yeah.
That'd
If it's
be
not
easy.
$100, I know money's tight for a lot of people, so.
Yeah, that's even better. The largest donation gets that. Okay, great. So let me share with you some files that we're going to be doing. Let's see.
Somebody's
Share this.
asking if they already gave. This is in
This is
effect for
specifically-
tonight's live stream.
Yeah, this is just for tonight. This is just for the fundraiser. Okay, so this is what one of the files that you'll be getting tonight in the download, which is already posted at lasermakersrealm.com in the blog, the very first post. So this is, I know you guys have probably seen this before. This is a file that I created and designed a while back, I guess about 2 years ago, for a bamboo pen. And what happens here is this goes on top of this. And let me put that on top like that. And then if I zoom way in, you can see this is the notch right here. And over here is the notch down here. It fits into that notch and then sits backwards into the long notch. And I've made quite a few of these already. So this is the very first one. And it's 2-layer base, and that holds perfectly a bamboo pen. And then if I come over here, we've got this one. No, hang on one second. So this is Patrick's donation to the files, and this is God Family Country sign. It's 2 layers.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And made that, it struck me this morning to do it. And then today's events, it's kind of weird how things work.
Mm-hmm. And let's see, this is the file for what Jeremy's going to give away tonight.
Well, this one's jazzed up. This one has a flag behind it. The one I'm giving away doesn't. I made this after I had that one done.
Yeah. So, well, a jazzed up version of what he's giving away.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So those are the files that we're going to be sharing with you tonight.
Here's how my first one came out. And it's just 2 layers. Very simple. It looks nice.
So these are available to anybody right now. In fact, it's in the link is in the description under my video, and I believe it's in the description under the Laser Maker's Realm video, but it's also available at lasermakersrealm.com on our blog. It's the very first blog post. You click on that blog post, and right below the video that's playing right now there, you'll see the link for the download. So, yeah, so those are the files that everybody gets tonight. And let's jump into the questions real quick. Speaking of files, I have a question on the last live. As soon as it was over, I tried to make your file, and it wouldn't recognize on the WeCreate. No, wasn't for the WeCreate. I believe the last one was either an art library or a Lightburn file, one or the other. Gwen, you can't use regular files on the WeCreate. Now, what you can do is you can open the file in Lightburn if you have Lightburn, and you can select everything and export it as an SVG and then import it into the WeCreate software. So that's the only way that you can do it. The files that we give away are Lightburn files. So if you don't have Lightburn, if you're using a laser that doesn't use Lightburn, then it's not going to work for you.
Well, there are file converters you can Google a file converter and convert that over to an SVG as well.
She says she don't have Lightburn yet. She's a free trial of it if you can't afford to buy it.
Yeah, but you can. Yeah, you can download the free version, the 30-day version, and just to do that if you need to. So there's really no way around it at this point without Lightburn, because they are Lightburn files, and you can't use a converter because there are no Lightburn converter files websites. So you have to have Lightburn to use these files. So I will not be demonstrating anything tonight because I still haven't attached the hose to the smoke exhaust yet. In fact, I'm just barely here in this office. Only this part of the office where you see looks halfway decent.
And I have the LaserMATIC and my fiber. So if anybody has any suggestions, and I have the material here, I will burn something live tonight. I had a show today, and I barely made it back to the shop and unloaded everything. So I'm up for whatever for the live stream.
You can get the files right below the video if you click on more. If you're watching from my channel or the Laser Makers Realm. We're broadcasting to 4 channels tonight. So, or you can go to lasermakersrealm.com. That's our blog. Click on the very first blog post, which is this live stream. And right below the video, you'll see the download for the zip file.
When we were live 2 weeks ago, I was working on the American flag. It was an Etsy file that was 3 layers thick, and I didn't paint it during that live stream. I'm still doing cutouts on it, and a few things didn't cut all the way through. Well, once I got done, part of Boston didn't really come out the way I wanted it to. So I went down to Lowe's. I bought a piece of Baltic birch, 2 foot by 4 foot, 1/4 inch thick, or 3 millimeter, and I redid the file, painted it. I've showed it online, and it's all super glued together, but here's how it came out. And this was done on my LaserMATIC Mark II. And I spray painted the different layers. I let them completely dry so I glued them together. I painted the red, and I used a piece of piece of cardboard to block off the blue area. And then once that was dry, then I taped off the red area. Basically, then I sprayed the blue. It's 15 millimeters thick total. Super glued together. Came out beautiful. And that's what basically I'm not working on nothing tonight. I'm doing some rearranging because I have a new RF laser coming from Haltien, and I'm doing a little bit of rearranging. And if you're wondering who is Haltien, well, here's the spokesperson for Haltien, the guy that I deal with. His name is Pascal Lou, and he sent me this file, which I'm sharing on my group and on their Facebook group for Haltien lasers. It's cut out of 3 millimeter Baltic birch, and then I took the file, I dropped it in, I got an inkjet printer, or I got a laser jet, and I had to size up Pascal like 20 times to get it right, and I was having trouble with it, but I finally got it printed out, and I took some super glue, or hot, what do you call it? School glue, and I put glue on the back of the paper, and I got him lined up, stuck him on, and I clear coated him with some high gloss. They came out really good. So now, when I'm working with my fiber laser or my new RF laser that's coming, I can just consult with Pascal. He can stand next to it, and he can supervise my work to make sure I'm doing a good job. So that's why I have 2 of them, so he can watch what I'm doing and make sure I'm doing a good job.
If you're watching on my channel, I just updated the description so that you have the link to the files directly below you.
Oh, nice. Laser Love Creations.
And there we go.
Is anybody paying attention to my laser working there? For the frame, I had flood fill on, and then I forgot to turn it off. So now it's going flood fill on these letters for the back part of the sign. So if you wondered why the letters weren't complete, that is why. Thank you, Dan. $25 from Dan. Much appreciated.
He's already in the wheel.
Yep.
I put that link to the download in the comments. You could do the file in grayscale, something like that, Jarvis. You don't have to print it.
Ah, you got me. Thank you. This is the knife that is being given away today by me. Sticking with the God, Family, Country theme. So this is engraved both sides.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
And it is a SOG.
Great for cantaloupes or watermelons.
Yep. And solemn logs.
I bought some knives off of AliExpress, and it's actually kind of nice. I'm still going to engrave it.
Is that bamboo in the panel or wood?
Yeah,
or plastic?
it's I think it's acacia wood.
Okay,
But
cool.
The other side already fell out, and I lost
Already
it.
fell out.
So now I have to actually make another piece of wood to put back in there in the other side.
Check the front yard near the pothole. Probably where you lost it at.
What's
Yeah,
that?
front yard near the pothole.
Near the pothole when you fell down. Maybe that's where you lost it out of the hat.
No, I've actually had this for a while,
Okay.
and I guess it fell off in the box. Paul's asking, what would you guys describe as a business entry engraver cutter for someone that wants more than a hobby laser to get started?
The one right behind you.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he wants
it also
something
depends
more
on what
than,
you want to do.
more than a diode laser.
More than likely.
Paul, if you send me, I'm working with a new old manufacturer right now on launching some new CO2 lasers, which are extremely high quality at a very budget price. And I'm going to get those customized to spec. They're going to have Reiki tubes. I mean, it's going to have all high quality parts at a budget price, less than OhmTech and Monport, and the quality is going to be higher than Thunder. So if you're interested in finding out some more about that, you can email me at the LA Hobby Guy at gmail.com, and I can tell you from there. But I pretty much have stopped recommending CO2 lasers to people. If you want a diode laser, that one behind me, that's the one to get, the LaserMATIC. The 30 watt can do everything pretty quickly. This
And
new
it's-
one that
The
Go ahead,
LaserMATIC is accurate enough. Like, it's extremely accurate to be
Yeah.
business production worthy.
right, exactly. There's no framing involved. You know, you can just scoot your material into the corner and hit start. You know, so I mean, you can move pretty quickly on these LaserMATICs. They're
This is what I did with
really
that
good.
piece of wood right there.
Patrick,
But if you
if
need
want-
speed, the one that I'm talking about, run 1,000 millimeters per second. It'll cut at up to 70 millimeters per second. And it's just a really, really super high quality. It's going to be a machine that is going to be better than any budget CO2 on the market.
Patrick, would you be interested in showing your new maker space? I got them all fixed up.
Yeah, I can do that.
People love seeing things like that. It gives them ideas.
Yeah, I'll get a longer HDMI cord out, which I have one set in here. I'll do that and then give a little tour.
After people see it, they're going to start parking the wife's car in the driveway so they can transform the garage into something magical.
By the way, I wanted to show everybody my my cell phone holder that I've got here.
Oh, cool robot.
It's a robot.
Nice.
It's very cool, and it adjusts. This is 3D printed. It adjusts wider like that just by pulling it back and forth. Really nice little thing. I just wanted to pop that. I don't think I've ever shown it before. I can't remember where I got it from. I think I got it from
Maker
name of
World
that
or
one?
printables.
Printables. That's where I got it from. Printables. Printables.com.
Very cool.
Millennium HVAC Services donated through my PayPal.
Wait, say that again.
Millennium HVAC.
That's
Donate.
Sergio.
Yep. Thank you, Sergio. Thank you very much.
I'm just going to put
That's
in Sergio.
amazing.
And then we got Patty Wright. Thank you, Patty.
He's a
Thank you
huge
so much,
supporter of my
Patty.
channel and my friend. Great friend.
Sergio's an awesome dude.
So we have got so far. That's what it looks like so far. Dan Ellis, Sergio, and Patty are in the spin the wheel. If you guys are wondering, if you're new here, we're giving away some extra nice things tonight for anybody that donates $25 or more to the channel, and we're going to do that at the end of the live stream today. And it is a fundraiser for Patrick's parents whose house burnt down. What are you doing, Jeremy? His microphone is off.
One of the Blues Brothers, it's being black and white, going back and forth.
I wasn't doing nothing.
Looking to engrave metals for awards and business swag. Metals, then you're going to want to go with a fiber laser. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, don't be sucked in by the X tool. What is it called? Whatever it's called. The new 20-watt fiber.
That Fultra.
Yeah, the F1 Ultra.
I call it the fake one.
Yeah, because
there's a lot of reports of low power problems.
There's a lot of problems with it, but when you compare that to a real fiber laser, a dedicated commercial fiber laser, well, then you're going to see the difference. First off, it's more than twice the price of a commercial fiber laser. So, yeah, I would go with a regular commercial fiber laser. There are so many companies out there that have them now for something comparable to that would be like $2,000 and up. You know, theirs is like comes out to like $4,500, which would be the equivalent of getting like a 60-watt or something like that. So, yes, fiber lasers are not cheap, Paul, but that's really the only way you're going to go, unless you go with the CO2. And you use an accelerant like, you know, Brilliance or something like that to spray them with first. You're only going to get a black anneal using the accelerant. So I would suggest that you save up for, you know, at least a 30 or 50 watt fiber laser. You know, you're just not going to be happy with anything less than that. But there are 20 watt, 30 watt, you know. There are cheaper ones that are out there. In fact, I think GWE now makes a 20 watt for like $1,400. So you can, you know, look at that as well. But I would stay away from the X tool because, you know, it's mostly marketing hype, and none of these products are ever really. There's really no R&D that's put into them. They slap them together and they start selling them on the market. And hey, you know. That's what they're all about is launching new products every month.
Yep.
All right.
What are we looking at?
My redesigned shop space. So this is a one car garage.
Can't hear you.
Oh.
Talk louder.
I don't have my wireless mic on. So this is a 1-car garage, and I have 8-inch cube extraction out the garage door window. I just made my own window out of acrylic, cut an 8-inch hole in it. And then that runs up to my 8-inch centrifugal fan, which goes into an 8 to 2x6Y. Then that splits off. And I now have 6-inch run all the way back to that CO2. So let's see this side, the back half of the garage, what it looks like now. A little heater. Then I have 2 drops. Kind of looks like the Matrix. That's what Geo said, reminded him of the Matrix, or at least an octopus. I have.
Thank you, Edwin. Thank you, Edward, for that $50 donation, and thank you to Dave for that $30 donation. Much appreciated.
Thank you so much, Edward and Dave. Thank you.
If you're just joining us, we're doing a fundraiser for Patrick's parents whose house burned down.
So I have 4 drops of 4-inch on each counter. So there's 2 drops and 2 drops, and then 6 to 4 there, 6 to 4 there, and then I'll back up and just give you a shot of the redesigned space from the other half.
So how many blast gates did you have open at one time? Probably 3, safely, no more?
I would say 2.
No, I can open them all up.
Really?
Yeah, the amount of suction that that fan has, it's like 800 and some CFM.
Okay.
Oh, well, yeah. Has anyone backtraced the market models and confirmed which lasers are the same model but branded by the distributor? That the only ones that I know of is Ohm-Tech and Monport both come from the same factory, but all of the lasers that you see, Thunder, Boss, all those lasers are OEM branded. So none of them are manufacturers. Well, except for GWE. GWE is a manufacturer. But as an example, if you go to Ohm-Tech and look at their Polar, that's made by GWE. GWE OEM brands for other companies as well.
I just wanted to thank everybody again for the kind words. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And all of the donations tonight are going to Patrick's parents. So if you feel more comfortable with the GoFundMe, it's at the top of the chat. And you can click on that and donate there, or you can donate here and get a chance to win.
And special thanks to these guys on screen with me for allowing a fundraiser to happen on multiple channels.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you all.
Wouldn't have it any other way, actually. Metal marking on a fiber.
I'm looking
I was trying to get black. But that just goes to show you can't just throw any material underneath there and use your settings that work for something else and have it do what you want it to do right away. You got to test. I threw every black setting I had on. I don't know what that material is, but it ain't good stuff.
What's nice about having a fiber laser, because it does metal, everything in your garage is game to be engraved. Because most men have, or women have, a garage full of tools, and you name it, it can be engraved.
You can get the color palettes. They look a lot better in my hand. Ooh, those.
Steve L3D, thank you for the $40.
All right.
You can get some pastel colors too.
I just had a $25 donation from Jeff Benedict. Thank you, sir.
Awesome.
It went to my PayPal. Keep track of that.
I wasn't watching anything because I was in Lightburn switching stuff, so I'm gonna go back up through and.
Once you make the donation, your name appears in the list there. So you should be at the top of the page.
Unless you set it to anonymous.
Unless you
might
set
have
it
come
to
under
anonymous.
husband's name Zachary instead of hers. Hello, Wendy. How you doing today?
Yes, Pop. If you do it by Zelle, we'll also know, and we'll put you into the wheel of names.
Yep, I just checked Zelle.
And Patrick, if you check GoFundMe and give me names from there as well.
Let's see. We have Zachary Strackbeam. That was
Okay,
Trisha. Yep, there it is. There's 25. And Dale Dubs did 30.
Hang on one second. Hang on.
Yep, no problem.
Hello, Jeff. How you doing?
We're 2 screens here. Oh, and I keep losing that. Okay, there we go. Who took that off just?
Oh, did you want it up?
Yeah. Okay. SDRACKBEIN. All right. All right, you can take it off now.
Oh, the rain went away. It lasted 2 minutes. Now it's going to be humid tomorrow.
Here, let me get back to my engraving. What am I doing?
Michael says that he got the TrueFlat sample pack and spent all day trying to cut it with a 7-watt diode laser with no success. Can't imagine why. I can cut it with a 5-watt laser. So maybe your focus is off. Maybe your lens is dirty. It cuts easier than regular plywood. Pop is asking, Patrick, if the Zelle went
I
through.
will check right now.
We're getting a good bit of names on the wheel here for the grand prizes.
That's amazing.
Don't forget, folks, that you can get the free files that we're giving away tonight down below the video. So there's a link below the video, and you can also go to lasermakersrealm.com. That's our blog. Click on the first blog post, and right below the video, this video that's playing now, you'll see the link to the download.
I'm going to steal the screen. I'm going to steal the screen for just a second.
Go ahead.
Also,
Chuck Wheeler, $50.
Thank you, Chuck.
Thank you so much, Chuck.
this is a bamboo pen jig that I made. And if you guys are interested in this, I posted it on the LA Hobby Guys Facebook page, and I linked the file so you guys can have that for free as well. So,
And
that was generating a lot of buzz earlier.
What are the dimensions of that outside perimeter?
It's just a
Rich,
It's a
we
12
also
by 12,
have-
300 millimeter plywood.
Okay.
It's 1/4 inch thick though.
Barbara Ross, 25. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you, Barbara. Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
And you guys are awesome.
Trisha, I've never done. Oh, okay. We got yours, Trisha. Don't worry. You're in the wheel.
Yep, you're good. Thank you so much.
Paul is asking, where do you buy bamboo sheets? Amazon?
Dollar
Where'd you get
Tree.
yours?
They're little, but you can get
Oh,
them.
I think Jeremy was meaning that the jig wasn't bamboo. The pins were bamboo. So the
Yeah, the
jig is
pens-
made for the bamboo pins.
Yeah, it's made for these bamboo pens that are like 12 millimeter in diameter.
Herb is saying he just started fooling around with the Com Maker B40 and he's liking it. So yeah, that's another economy fiber that works well.
Hello, Ed.
Hey, Ed, how's it
Jer-
going? Richard, thank you so much for the donation.
Jeremy, do you have a link to the bamboo pens on Amazon in case people want to buy the ones like you bought?
Just go to Amazon and type in bamboo pens.
Okay.
I mean, I could put a link there, but I don't have it offhand. It depends on who's got it for what price. So my link could have more expensive pens in it than the next one down because they put coupons in them all the time.
Here's one that's cheap. I would hold. I'll give you a link, but I would hold off for a couple days since Prime Day is coming up. You never know; they might have even better deals. But you can always put that in there in your cart and watch the price.
I got a couple in my cart right now. There's a 200 pack, just like these ones. You can get them for 27 cents a piece right now. But on Prime Day, you probably get them a little cheaper.
Yep, that's the 200 packs. The one I was looking at. All right, I got the link for that.
Yep. I mean, they also have the recycled pens where it's all like a hardboard or like a cardboard paper mache type thing that you can laser engrave. They've got the pens that have the little rubber deal on it for smartphones in the bamboo that you can engrave. And they got all kinds of stuff on there.
Okay, so I'm just looking up the one that my donation tonight. It is Freiler 12 by 12 by 1/8 premium Baltic birch AA grade box of 45, and
That's an awesome deal.
yeah, that is $70 on Amazon. That's the wood that I use all the time.
That's the stuff I've been ordering too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna send one of my boxes that I have here. I'm gonna order it on Amazon and have it delivered to the person's house that wins it.
Yeah, then you don't have to pay for shipping that way.
Yeah, exactly.
I only
Small.
have 3 sheets left in the whole shop.
3 sheets. Oh my
That's
gosh.
it.
Is it windy?
Yeah.
Is it windy outside?
I
You
buy
can hold them up and be 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, I thought you were talking 2 sheets to the wind. I have 3. I'm good. It'll hold down.
when I buy my wood, I usually buy 2 to 4 boxes at a time, and that way I can stack them all in the shop and let them acclimate to the atmosphere, and at the same time have pressure on the bottom one, and then just take the bottom one out, put it on top every day. And the one that I'm actually have open that I'm using is in the middle, and if I have more than 2. So that gives them, I open the plastic, and I let it acclimate to the shop. And if you do it that way, you will never have warped wood. You notice that whenever I do a demonstration on the LaserMATIC, it's always perfectly flat. I don't use any hold downs, and that's because of the way that I store it. So I would suggest that if you're going to keep wood in your garage or your shop or whatever it might be, that you let it acclimate for a week before you actually use it. Just buy extra of it. You're going to use it all eventually anyway.
Carla, the PayPal link is across the bottom of the screen there.
Rich, did you get Jeff's name whenever I called it out? To
Jeff
enter in the
Benedict?
wheel. Yep.
Yeah, he's in there.
Yep. He just wanted to make sure. I just happened to see that.
So far, we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people on the wheel.
Oh, wow.
You've got 106 watching.
Paul, these are acrylic earrings that I've been cutting out on the CO2. So I've been messing with acrylic earrings as well. Little angel wing right there with a heart in it. This one is probably the most intricate one that I have. That is so thin.
Wow.
Really cool.
Just oh, we got a $25 donation from Patty Nuff.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Let me get back.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for the donation, Hattie Enough. Okay.
I went to a supplier here in Vegas called Peterson Lumber. And I bought some 1/8-inch maple that has an MDF core. 4-foot by 8-foot sheet was $32. So I picked up 2 sheets. It's just got to use my steel saw to rip them down, and then my miter saw, to cut them down even smaller for my RF laser and for my LaserMATIC. The corners are curled slightly, but I'll deal with it. The price is right.
Look, if you're going to buy from a big box store, what I used to buy from Lowe's all the time, and I got there really early in the morning. If you get to Lowe's at 7 a.m., there'll be a big group of employees up in the front of the store, and they're having their store meeting, and just kind of hang around on the outskirts. And when they break up, go and ask for the manager so that you can talk to the manager, and tell the manager what you're doing and that you'd like to buy from them, and they will custom order you and cut wood. So I used to order my birch plywood, my 1/8-inch birch plywood in 5x10 sheets, custom order.
Wow.
And it was cheaper. Plus, then when it comes in and you go to pick it up, you bring it over to the saw, the vertical saw, and they'll cut it up to whatever dimensions that you want. So it winds up being cheaper than buying on Amazon. It's a little more work because you got to go there once, establish a relationship, and not all big box stores are going to custom order for you, but most of them do. Lowe's here where I live and Home Depot will both custom order products for me and then cut them up. So it makes it easier. You don't even have to.
The 2x4 sheets that I used when I made this flag, it was $19 and some change. It was 2 foot by 4 foot, and that's just a crazy high price. Because once I cut out these 3 pieces, I just had a couple small pieces left over that aren't big enough to make another flag. So,
yeah. Well, I get the 2 foot by 4 foot Luan for $7.99 at Lowe's.
Okay.
Sent the donation for Patrick via LMR PayPal.
Okay, leave that on the
No
screen,
problem.
please.
I'll check it.
Okay, I'll leave it up there so you can see it. Make sure you got the right name. Dano, I know you got to go back to work. You're probably already gone, but thanks for stopping by for a few minutes.
How do you spell Luan? Luon?
Luan.
L-U-A-N.
Yeah.
Luan?
We had a fire in 1983 and lost everything. Also, the wife didn't win argument on which bedroom our son was in. We wouldn't be here. Oh, man. It's terrible. Yeah, those are already pre-cut, Jerry. Lowe's has an aisle that has all kinds of pre-cut plywood.
Yeah, I go there a
And,
lot.
Yeah. So you'll find it's sort of like they're stacked into the shelf,
Yes.
so you can walk right by them. There's like an area about this wide of the Luan, and they have all the different thicknesses and sizes. And I think I think they have 2 by 4. They have 4 by 6. I don't know. They have weird sizes in there and every different thickness.
I bought some material a while back that was like chalkboard. It was really straight and nice, but when I cut it on the LaserMATIC, it had fiber in it, like nylon string in the core of it. I'm not
Check
sure
your
what it
PayPal.
was.
Carla said she sent some.
Yep. I've got 3.
Nice.
Go ahead and read them off so I can make sure that I've got
right.
them on the screen here.
Jerome Richmond.
I got, so that's Jerry. Okay.
Yep. Sharon Minyard. Minyard.
No, hang on. M-I-N what?
Yard.
Got it.
Those 2
Okay.
were above 25. And then we also had a $20 donation, which I want to mention, which is much appreciated, from Herbert Browning. So thank you very much.
I'm going to put it in there. Herbert?
Herbert Browning.
I think after the stream, I'm going to make peanut butter cookies from scratch. I don't have any cookies in the house. Not that I need them, but I like cookies.
I have nothing here. My refrigerator doesn't come until tomorrow. So my microwave came today. My air purifier came today. I had a bunch of stuff come today, but no food yet. So I think my wife might pop in after a while and bring me some food.
Yeah,
It's nice
my wife.
when I'm in. It's nice when I'm in the other shop because I can just, after we end the live stream, I could just go outside and in the house and eat dinner.
I asked my wife to bake some peanut butter cookies. She said she doesn't like them, so she's not going to bake them. So I'll have to make them. I was at Walmart the other day in the Little Debbie's where they got all the cakes and different things. They got big peanut butter cookies that have a peanut butter filling, and those things are so good. They're crazy good. If you guys ever seen them in the Little Debbie aisle?
Rich, I've got more names. I'm just going to type it in private chat. If that works for
Okay,
you.
that's fine. Yep, that'll work.
But thank you to Grant's Laser Works, Laurel Barris, and Robert Murphy.
Thanks so much.
Mrs. Pop Pop Moose wants to know at the end of the live stream if you'll announce what the total was on all your donations for tonight.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I will do my best to get a total. An accurate total.
My daughter's been baking cookies lately, and I'll tell you what, she will give Subway a run for their money because her cookies are way better.
Yeah. Yeah, I baked my whole life. Cooked.
My wife makes some seriously good cookies.
Yeah.
Patrick can attest to that. He's had
Indeed, I can.
them.
There's no
And
denying.
Yes, I have
good
milk
stuff.
in the house. Got to have milk and cookies.
Christy Lehan, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you very, very much.
We're going to have to kick Paul out for cussing. He said Brussels sprout.
Bake some brownies and hide Brussels sprouts inside of them. I like Brussels sprouts, and I like brownies.
Patrick,
the
did
brand-
you put? Oh, okay, there it is. I got it.
Billy just had a Subway cookie, said it was terrible. I tried one of their churros at Subway, and it's too dense. I don't like it.
We have a Mexican restaurant. In fact, now it's actually right next door to me, exactly a block away. They make churros. They make original Mexican churros.
Do they cream fill them? Put filling in them?
No,
I had
How
one from a
far-
Mexican restaurant. They put
that's,
cream
that's
filling
not
in
an
them.
original. These are
How
these
far
are
is
like
your-
original.
Shop from your house now?
6 miles.
6 miles.
Yeah. Yep. It takes me about 10 minutes to get here.
Have you put a cot in there yet?
No, I'm not gonna put a gun in.
Futon?
Thought he was
No.
putting a water bed in there.
No.
Waterbed?
No.
Oh,
Crazy
he's
boy?
done with the flooding.
Oh, I remember. He was getting the Craftmatic to match his LaserMATIC.
That's what it was.
I had
With that
Subway a
custom
few days
orange
ago.
comforter.
Pepperoni
Yes,
meatball.
yes, they are, Jerry. Yes, Jerry, they're in West Virginia.
Yes.
They're not far from where Patrick is.
Yep,
Jim
we live in
says
the same
he
county.
sent a donation. Jim sent the donation and prayers. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much.
Make sure
You
you
guys are
put
awesome.
those names in the private chat, Patrick.
And brownies are best with walnuts in them. I love walnuts and brownies.
Yeah, but now Paul's saying that he puts spaced out Rolos inside. Oh, he puts Rolos in spaced out. I misread that.
I can't imagine Rolos inside a brownie.
That
that would
sounds
be good.
delicious.
I love
It sounds-
Rolos.
It sounds really good.
Chocolate caramel, ooey gooey goodness.
Jerry Richmond lived in South Charleston, West Virginia. I was born in Charleston, West Virginia. Just
This Jerry here was
little bit
born
of
in Lincoln,
trivia.
Nebraska. I was born in Lincoln, Nebraska. Moved to Vegas when I was 5, and now I'm old. I'm 60. Oh man, where time flies. That looks
You're
beautiful,
still young.
Patrick.
part
You're still young.
I'm gonna get part 2 here in a second.
Show that again.
Lost my microphone. Hold on a second.
Okay, don't show it again. Yeah, that's nice. I like it.
Yeah.
That's the bottom.
Yep. Just immediately microfiber. And all that's clean.
I had the LaserMATIC at the show today doing custom keychains for people, and I had a really good conversation about the quality of the burns on these things versus, say, like this Falcon 2 back here. It's just
Yeah,
unreal how much better that looks than that one with the similar-ish settings, that being a 20 watt, that being a 22 watt.
the best I can tell is that the Creality has a slightly different frequency than most
Yeah.
lasers. In fact, it's not as good as most lasers, and you don't get really good engravings with it.
No, but if you want to cut fast, that Creality is, put it on that 40 watt setting, that'll burn through some 3 mil quick. So I was doing 2-inch coins for Vacation Bible School. I would cut them out in there, take one of the cutouts, put it in there, get it all lined up, drop the coins in there. While that was cutting one, I was engraving on this one. Because I had to do both sides. That was pretty fun.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at 10 different things at the same time today.
Good grief, that'd make my head spin.
What are your
No.
tips on mass
Right here.
production? Selling one item is good. Selling 100 is much, much better. Yeah. So my thoughts on mass production is that you need to create a really high quality product and sell it for more than the market. So a lot of people, in a lot of people's minds, including mine, I see high price as high quality. So it's a perception thing, you know. So if you create a high quality product and you sell it for a high price, you know, would you rather sell 10 items at $10 a piece, or, you know, 100 items at $1 a piece? So that's the way that I look at that. When you're doing mass production, you do really high quality work, and you sell it for more than anybody else is selling it for. And that'll, when people look online, like in Etsy and other stores, and they see yours with a higher price, they'll automatically think that it's higher quality. And then if you have really good pictures of it, they're going to know that it's higher quality, and they're going to choose yours. So that's my thoughts on it.
For sure.
Anybody else?
I can back that up with these right here.
And always tell a good story about your product. It's a good story sells.
Yes.
So these are my passive air diffusers. You drop essential oils down inside the holes under the raw wood back there. And I have built these for putting onto air vents in cars, your house air conditioners, your fans, whatever you want. And I've mass produced these. I make 120 at a time, and I have 24 designs now, and I make about 6 out of each design, because not everybody wants a butterfly, and not everybody wants a trout. So I came up with 24 different designs, made about 6 of each one, and we sold probably almost half of them today at the show.
James Randall, and Rick Shutter. I put him in the private chat for you, Rich. Thank you so much for the donations from the two of those gentlemen. Thank you very much. And I'm doing the frame on the LaserMATIC right now, and it is running flood fill to fill in this frame pattern. Otherwise, it would take forever traversing across all that white space. So I used flood fill and cut it down by like almost 45 minutes.
So especially on Etsy, like Etsy and Amazon, I never shop low price. I look at the ad, the description, the photos, and whatever I believe is the best quality. Those are the things that I would buy. I've never bought anything off of Etsy, but like eBay and Amazon and things like that, I always look at the description. And if you have a really good description and you have really good pictures, price really doesn't matter to me. I go for quality, and selling on Etsy is a race to the bottom. Don't get caught up in that. You want to price your items high. You know, deliver a quality item, give it a really good description, personal description, like you're talking to the person, and real high quality photos. And that's what works on Etsy. And
yeah,
Paul's
plus
saying
for
Etsy is too cutthroat.
Yeah, for new people that want to get into Etsy right now, they've changed the rules of engagement to get in there. So it's a lot harder to even start selling on Etsy right now.
Yeah. And listen to the words, you know, read the words and see how you feel about them. Notice how Jeremy, what was that product called again?
It was a passive air diffuser.
Passive air diffuser. So most people are going to put in their air freshener for your car. You know, he chose the right words. Passive air diffuser. And give it a good long description. I mean, tell them about who you are, how you make them, what's the benefit of using it, you know, what essential oils smell the best, you know, whatever. Give it a long description so that people have a lot to read. And a lot of people don't agree with me on this, but I believe that a majority of the people that are buying online, they fall into these parameters. So if they see great pictures, if they see a good personal story about those pictures, how to use it, how it was made, how it's finished, you know, that's really, really important. And make sure that you put in all of the keywords that you possibly can that will show up in searches. So I actually did a video on this on my channel. I talked about all these things, and I showed the type of ad that I use. And Paul is absolutely right. Keyword choice is essential. Yes, be specific and be truthful, because you want those good reviews.
My wife had a long conversation with a couple of ladies today about the health benefits of using an essential oil, which is from nature, not from a chemical factory. And they bought 6. I sell them for $10 a piece, and they bought 6 standing there talking to my wife today.
Yeah, and I would suggest to you, Jeremy, that you go online to AliExpress and you buy some of those essential oils too, because you'll be able to get them very cheap and be able to resell them with your product.
We do not sell the oils because people have their own blends. There's a lot of people in our area that do that, and they have their own blends, their own scents. I mean, my son's got one in his car, and he puts his beard oil in it so he can get that fresh pine scent from his squash stuff. So,
yeah,
you know,
but having the option.
Oh, I thought you were meaning he extracted the oil from his beard and then put that oil in the air freshener. That fresh beard smell.
Put some on your finger when people walk by. Hey, here, smell my finger. I'm sorry for that.
So the files that we're giving away tonight, just so everybody knows, I'm going to put a link in the chat. So you can get all three of these Lightburn files at that link right there. That will be a direct download to a zip package. You have to unzip it, and then there'll be 3 different Lightburn packages in there for anybody that's watching. That's absolutely free tonight.
I don't think I've saw any of us flicker tonight.
No, there hasn't been no flickers. I know what 2 weeks ago with Rich was flickering, but he's in a different location.
Well, I think, like I said, I think that's my Sony camera that flickers. I don't think it's the. This is a different camera.
Interesting. Cool. Crazy.
Fabuloso. Paul says people love the smell of Fabuloso. Yeah, I mean, I do too. I really do love the smell of Fabuloso.
What's that? Pine Sol. They sold that bottom bottles of Pine Sol all the time.
Lemon fresh.
That fresh pine scent.
Lemon fresh pine scent.
I've got a mop bucket, and I put a little tiny dab of dish soap with either Pine Sol or that Fabuloso in it, hot water, and I mop my floors.
Yes, Wendy's right. I'm talking about carrying products that complement each other. So you'll have a lot of people that'll buy those oils with those. Just give it a try. You know, you'll have a lot of people buy the oils with the air fresheners at your shows.
Yeah, well, right now it's a little complicated with packing and placement with the limited size that we have on our tables. So we get a couple of bigger shows. That is in the files section in the Louisiana Hobby Guy Facebook page. And also it's in one of the posts that I did when I put my picture on there. I just shared it in there as well.
I'd say you got to do the oils. That's perfect upsell.
Yes, absolutely.
Even if it's just tiny bottles.
And if anybody wants to cut out in front of Pascal Lou from Halcyon Lasers, you can go to the file section on their Facebook group or the file section on my Facebook group. And Pascal sent them to me, and I put them on his group, and I told him I did it. He thanked me. And that way you can do a cutout in wood on your laser and then print out him. You'll have to size up the picture to get it right, but really cool. He can be your advisor when you need help.
And for a small charge, I'll send you a picture of me so you can make a cutout of me.
Dartboard.
I'll just stand and point at you.
Where are you selling those files for the diffusers?
I'm putting it in the description right now.
Okay.
Hey, and I've got Amazon coming here in 1 second. I got to go grab it. I got a couple wastegates and some hose clamps coming. Oh.
That is my website where the files are for sale, and I broke them up into categories, so you're not buying all 23 if you don't want all 23. I kind of put them in like kind so you can get a certain theme. out of a suggestion from somebody in the chat a couple months ago.
Do you find your perpetual calendars sell well at shows? I don't do shows, Jerry. I used to do Facebook Marketplace a while back. It didn't have a perpetual calendar then. I have had a couple people that have bought that calendar from my store tell me that it's a good seller. One person has a craft store in New Jersey, and another person has one in California. And I've had quite a few people told me that they're good sellers, the perpetual calendar. My wife loves it. It's in our kitchen on a shelf.
Yeah, Wendy, yes, I am. Let me put that up. I am actually working on a design on a file to pop those diffusers into so they go vertical, so I got more space on the table.
I have some display files I can send you in case you want to make your own wood displays.
No, go ahead and send them. If they don't work, I could probably modify them.
Yep, exactly.
I'm about a quarter of the way done with my first one. I'm just trying to figure it all out and get it laid out right. That sounds good. Had enough. Let me know how it goes. Yes, they are just Lightburn files.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a way to. I think the only way that you can do that is what do you? Oh, what are you showing, Jerry?
Can you put those into
What is that?
Adobe Illustrator and change them?
Yeah, those are the same ones I just got, Jerry.
Yeah, I already had two, and I bought two more. $16.
Why aren't you guys printing them?
I did print one a long time ago, but I like the convenience of them being brand new and mold injected, and they're only $16 for two of them.
No, my blast gates are all 3D printed.
Yeah, I have one that's 3D printed with bolts in it. So I like these. And I bought some hose clamps. Didn't want to 3D print those either. And then some big pins for like a nickel. I don't remember what they were, but they're almost nothing on Amazon.
This.
HoldTheLineCustoms.com. I put the link up in the chat a little bit north there.
This I made the L exhaust, the angled exhaust on the 3D printer.
That's nice.
And this goes on the back so I can exhaust out the side.
Oh, cool. That's a nice looking print. I bet you did that on the bamboo.
This was on the Bamboo Labs, yeah. And then I've got junctions, straight junctions that I've printed out as well because I need one here. I have a reducer from 4-inch to 3-inch for that air extractor right there. I don't buy anything anymore when it comes to stuff like that.
When I get the RF laser, hopefully within the next couple of weeks, I'll have to print a reducer to put on the back of it to reduce it down to 4-inch. And I have printed reducers before, but the wastegates, I decided just to buy them. But I try to 3D print whenever I can.
I had the 6-inch to 4-inch reducer on the laser that I gave to Jeremy, the CO2. But I put the factory fan back in before he picked it up.
It almost works good enough. I've got another one sitting over there I got to get retrofitted into my pipes.
My duct on the outside of my house has got a metal door with a magnet. If the laser is strong enough to blow that open, then it has enough output. But with some other lasers I've had hooked up, it didn't. That's why I bought the big AC Infinity, because when I fire that up all the way, it'll blow the door open. So,
yeah, I'll show you something I've been working on this last week. Last year, I came up with this design, and this functions as a base for an acrylic trophy. And you'll wonder what this cutout's for. It's for this little piece. This little track slides in there. And these were done on the bamboo. That's why it's a perfect fit.
You need to send me that file.
So you take your acrylic award, and it slides down and sets in here, and then you can resize your bases to be the perfect size for the acrylic, right?
Yeah.
But what's the track for? The track is so that you have an easy way to add an LED strip to the bottom of your trophy.
Yep.
Yep.
I need that.
So,
you need to send me that file.
So you have this LED strip, and then it goes into this track, and it'll slide in there.
Just cut it to the right length.
Yep, you cut it to the right length. Once you get it slid in, it's glued down. I always add a little bit of hot glue right at the edge of these strips right here because that's the weak point. So I just put some hot glue right there to strengthen that up. And then it allows you an easy way to put your light in and out. And then your LED or your acrylic award rests right on top of that.
Nice.
And
then
it's
you
wide
have
enough for base that it don't tip over, right?
It will not tip over.
Okay.
So,
all right, looks stable, yeah.
Yep.
Is that 1/4 inch acrylic?
This is 3/8.
That's some thick stuff.
Do you have a supplier
Yes.
or somewhere where?
Piedmont Plastics is where I got this. They changed their name. I can't remember what it's called now, but I'm sure you could Google it and find it. But
It's not local,
my
though. You have
dad
to
runs
order it?
the mine rescue contest that's held in Morgantown, West Virginia every year. So I made the trophies last year and made them again this year. I made them the year before as well.
How big a piece of acrylic usually buy based on price?
Whatever you need to do the job.
Yeah. Just depends.
It's
Yeah.
small enough to fit in the laser so you can cut it up.
That
Yeah, I'll
would be the
put
answer.
this in. Yeah, I could fit a 3-foot piece in my CO2 over there. So I had some 3-foot pieces. I had a couple 4-foot pieces that I cut down to 3 foot so I could run 3 at a time.
Yeah, I've cut
So
plastic on the
Paul is asking, do you guys teach at local maker spaces?
I wish we had one here.
Yeah. We don't have any
They
here
do.
either.
I'm trying to start one, but there's not enough interest right now.
I used to teach at a college before YouTube. Before I did YouTube, I did at an adult. I forget what they called it. Adult education. I taught there. We had 14 lasers there, and we did 2 classes a week, and non-credit classes, obviously, that you pay for. And that got destroyed in the hurricane, so that they never did reopen that. But here in this shop, I've got next door here, I've got a 30 by 40 foot room that I'm going to start doing some in-shop classes. I'm going to set up a few lasers there and set up some classes that way. Steve is asking, Jeremy, is the clip included with the files? And that clip is part of the file that you cut out.
Yeah, and I cut this out of Kydex, which
Caroline,
is a material
have a good night.
that I make my holsters out of because I had it in the shop. You can go on Amazon and you can buy the diffuser clips that go and they glue on. These would glue in, so I have it set up to where those little angled clips they stop, so they don't push in so far. Wood breaks. I've played with the wood, and this little piece here just snaps. So that's why I'm using this Kydex material. Otherwise, you can go on Amazon if you want and just get the diffusers, and those will actually have like a piece of felt that goes in them that you can change the smell.
I heard thunder. They don't thunder in Las Vegas.
If anybody wants,
Ed's asking if we have the material test files on the website. The best material test that you can do is the one that's built into Lightburn. So if you want actual material test files, you can go to lahobbyguy.com, click on the forums, and they're in there for the members.
if anybody wants me to do a video on making a trophy like that, I can do that. Just Let me know if it
This is
sounds
how many
interesting.
I cut in one shot.
My time and yours.
Greg, there's not much burning tonight. Patrick did one, and that's about it for tonight. Tonight we're trying to do a fundraiser. If you look at the pinned comment in the chat, for Patrick's parents, whose house burned down recently. So we're not doing too many files. I'm in a new location here, and I don't have my exhaust set up yet, so I couldn't run any files tonight. We do have some free file giveaways in the description of the video. So we do have 3 files that we're giving away tonight, and we're also doing a spin the wheel for some really nice prizes tonight as well for those people that donate $25 or more. In fact, we're going to get to that in just a minute.
Yeah, you could try that. I didn't have any, so I used what I had.
Yeah, Paul. Yeah, I live right next to Nellis Air Force Base, so I have jets that fly over my house daily. Sometimes it's pretty loud. And then late at night, they like to take off and go somewhere all night longer.
Patrick,
really loud.
Patrick, can you check your donations?
Just checked.
Okay, good. All right, good. So this is last call for the spin the wheel tonight, and the prizes tonight.
I'm going to add one more. Jeremy Jeremy donated. I think I missed him earlier. Or it wasn't showing earlier for me, but it is now.
Did you put it in the private chat? There we go. I got it.
Good night, Gwen. Thanks for stopping by.
Rich, Greg is asking, you came in late. What happened to you? The bump on your head. You might want to retell people that came in late.
It was a frying pan incident, according to Jeff.
I stepped in a hole on my way out the door carrying a bunch of supplies while I was moving over here and tried to regain my balance, ran all the way across the front lawn, dropped the supplies, and still fell down anyway, and wound up just over the sidewalk. So that's a road rash from the sidewalk.
Yeah, Wendy, Samstown's not too far away. I'm on the east side, but I'm up north. I'm kind of close to Samstown. Probably take me 10, 12 minutes to drive there.
Okay, we've got 23 people entered in the wheel, and we're about to start spinning. This very first spin is going to be for, let's see, the Freiler 12 by 12 by 1/8 inch premium Baltic birch, the AA grade, which is $70 on Amazon. And we don't need to do the drum roll, I guess. We'll just spin and figure out where the spin is. Okay, here we go. Click to spin. So this is for the 12 foot, 1 foot by 1 foot Freiler AA premium Baltic birch. And here we go.
No.
Dave Jackson, it looks like.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Are you in chat, Dave?
Dave wins the wood. If you're not in chat, you need to send an email to the lahobbyguy@gmail.com. Put in your full name and your mailing address, and I will send that straight out to you, right straight from Amazon. That's me, actually. Wow, that's good.
The highest donation award is going to go to Sergio, HVAC A to Z.
Oh, he gets the sign. Nice.
He donated $100.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Sergio's a rock star. He's a great person.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I've got to copy this so that I know. So that's the first one. Hang on one second, folks, because I have to put this into a text file.
I apologize for getting excited when I have bad weather, except we don't ever have bad weather in Vegas. So if it's windy well, it's windy a lot, but if it rains or there's thunder, then it's like, wow, cool.
It's Sergio.
Okay,
If Sergio's sitting here, send an email to htlcustoms.pro@gmail.com, and we'll get your information, and I'll get this sign shipped out.
Say that again because it's a confusing email.
htlcustoms.pro, customs with a C, .pro, P-R-O, @gmail.com.
Okay. So what's the next one going to be for? Next one is going to be for the custom knife that Patrick did.
Oh, that thing's sweet.
And here we go. This is for the custom knife from Patrick. Laurel Barris.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Laurel. Send an email to Patrick, sales @lightsource.pro, sales@lightsource.pro. Make sure you include your entire shipping address. Okay, what's the next one for? Guys?
I have the two signs I'm giving away, but they aren't. It's just
That's a
for
different
anybody
raffle.
in the chat. Yeah.
Yep, that's a different raffle. Is there anything else on the premium?
No, that's all I have.
Okay, so
Unless
so we're gonna do
That's we have so many donations, I feel like I should do one more. Just draw one more name. That way we get 3, and then I'll think of something.
Jack, I'll answer your question when we're done.
So if you want to enter for the free giveaway tonight, that is pound signs. Type that into the comments. Pound signs, SIGNS. And here comes the third giveaway from Patrick. Grant's Laser.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay, I don't think we have anything else for this spin. I thought there was one other thing, but I was wrong.
All right, to answer Jack's question, I cut my Kydex on the diode lasers with very good exhaust.
Guys, we are up to an amazing $810 that I've totaled.
Wow.
I don't think I've missed anything. I think I covered them all. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I greatly appreciate it. I'm sure my parents will appreciate it more than they could possibly say. Standing
Absolutely.
ovation, Jeremy. Thank you guys
Thank you,
so much.
everyone, for that support.
I don't like asking for money and donations for myself, but to help someone else out, especially my parents, I just had to ask. And thank you, everybody, for your
Absolutely.
patience helping out.
Absolutely.
There's Sergio in chat. I don't know if he was here when you told him what he won, Jeremy.
Yeah, Sergio, send me an email to htlcustoms.pro@gmail.com, and
Show them what you want.
and send you that out. Oh,
Show them what you want.
a 1 foot by 2 foot on 1/2 inch plywood, 1/4 inch front, home sweet home sign.
Awesome.
Jeremy, can you throw that in chat so somebody can just copy and paste it? Might be simpler if they don't have a pen handy.
Oh, the
Just
email.
Sergio
Yeah.
over there. Oh, you're welcome, Wendy. I feel like I need to do more. Thank you, Pop Pop. Much appreciated.
And this is going to be last call for Q&A, which we really haven't had much of tonight. But if you have any questions about lasers or about us or about anything, feel free to put them in the comments, and we'll
I
answer
dropped
those.
my email in the comments there too.
Okay, perfect. And
We got 95 people watching right now, 95. Please
Yeah,
like, subscribe, and
nice.
share, everybody, to HCL Customs, the Louisiana Hobby Guy, Laser Makers Realm, Light Source Engraving, and 3D HP. I'm not multi-streaming this, but if you want to subscribe to my channel on YouTube, it's free to do so, and I would immensely appreciate it. Thank you.
all right, Jerry's link is at the bottom of the screen.
I streamed earlier today for 3 hours. I stream every Saturday on Twitch and YouTube, and I have different makers from around the world that pop in. Patrick was on today. Occasionally, Rich pops in when he's not busy, and I have, we talk about lasers, 3D printing, painting, a little bit of anything and everything. And Jeremy will come someday. He hasn't been there yet, but he's been in my chat before.
Yeah,
By the
today I
way,
was in a show all day.
If you guys
No
are
worries.
watching the replay and you want to donate to the fire, then you can the email address is in the comments, sales@lightsource.pro. Just shoot Patrick an email and he'll send you the different links in case you're watching the replay.
I can do that.
Thank you for those that subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am at 499. So I just need one more.
Oh, nice.
I wanted to get the 500 for my
Yeah,
birthday.
somebody go and hit that subscribe button.
I'm going to
Yeah,
go.
you
on-
You need to get over the 1,000 subscriber hump.
The hardest part is making the DXF files, not the laser itself. Okay, so if you're using a software program to create DXF files, it's easier to create the files in Lightburn. All of my files are created in Lightburn now.
Noel has an interesting question talking about the LaserMATIC.
Yep. Well, there's one. There's one behind
There's
Rich,
one.
and there's one up. Patrick's using that one up there.
And I got
So
one over here.
The LaserMATIC
he's
is
got one too.
the king of the diode lasers. That's
best
the
one
answer
I've-
to the question.
The best one I've ever reviewed or used up to this point in my life, and I've reviewed and tried at least 10 different diodes.
Yeah,
It's a
these
beautiful
are
machine, works perfect.
top of the line. It's top of the line.
Greg, I bet I could make that. Pop Greg's comment up.
That's a good idea. Why don't you
That's
make that?
hilarious. I'm going to do that and print some off, and you'll get the just for coming up with
Do
that.
it.
You'll get the test print.
do it.
You can do it.
I have never printed a Benchy. I don't think.
It took me like 3 years to finally do one.
I made
I
one
don't
with the
think-
fiber laser with a living hinge on aluminum just to say I could make one because I didn't have a 3D printer until a couple weeks ago.
No,
Thank
he's
you,
not.
Jeff.
I just went and unsubscribed.
I saw that. I just oh no, I'm at 501. Thank you.
Yay! Your birthday, how old are you going to be? 35? 50? Well, it's all downhill now.
Okay, here we go. This is the drawing for the signs that Patrick is giving away, I believe.
Yep.
You have 2 of those, right, Patrick?
A1 Mini
Yes.
is a great printer. Anything by Bamboo.
Yep,
They
A1
print
Mini's
almost
awesome.
Perfect.
I was actually recommended to get one at the show today by a guy that does 3D printing.
It's a
They're
steal.
small, but they're
$1.99.
nice. Yeah, it's a good price.
Okay, last call for. Thank you, Robert. Robert just subscribed. Last call
Oh,
for
subscribe to me too.
hashtag signs or pound signs. Hashtag
39
signs.
people.
Got 39 people in the contest. Last call. Okay, here we go. So the first sign is going to go to David Grant.
Congratulations, bud.
David,
David Lindsay Sock.
email sales@lightsource.pro, sales@lightsource.pro with your full shipping address.
He said he just got his first 3D printer. Well, next month you're going to have 2.
Okay, here we go for number 2. We're going to draw again. And the second sign, the USA sign, is going to go to James Richards.
Congratulations, James.
Same thing, James. Email sales@lightsource.pro with your full shipping address.
And David,
All right.
do you prefer a finished or unfinished sign? I have one of each. Since you went first, you can choose whether you want the finished version or the unfinished. And the finished version just needs a clear coat on it. But this is what it looks like.
Hang on, Patrick. Okay.
And then the unfinished version will be just bare wood. And it is finishing up in just a couple minutes.
And we won't be here. So we're at 1 hour and 35 minutes. So thank you, everyone, so much for contributing to the fundraiser tonight for Patrick's parents. And thank you all for being here for
10
the
seconds.
live.
10 seconds. It'll be done.
All right.
It's almost there.
Here for the live stream. We're going to wait 10 more seconds so that he can show that. Congratulations to everyone that won the prizes tonight. Thank you so much. We hope that you enjoy them.
Well, we're now at negative 20 seconds. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay. So thank you all for being here.
Lightburn's just doing its thing.
Yep.
Thanks,
We'll see you
everybody.
in
Have a great evening.
Bye.
2 weeks. We'll see you in 2 weeks. If you want to
Later.
subscribe so that you're notified, go to lasermakersrealm.com. There's a quick subscription right there on the main page where you'll get an email the day of the live stream. So thank you all for being with us, and we will see you all again in 2 weeks.
Thank you
Bye,
for the
everyone.
donations. Thank you.
Take care, guys.